Hello there, my name is Peter Thompson and this DVD is about one of the myths of golf, and this particular myth is people try and have a different swing for a pitch shot than they do for a normal shot, and you don't need to. You simply don't need to. Think about the word pitch. I've asked thousands of people that I teach what does it mean, and initially they say the ball is pitched with a pitching wedge. Well, the word pitch actually means where the ball lands with any golf club. With any golf club, even a driver, the ball is pitched somewhere, and then because it's a driver it will tend to land and roll. But the word pitch is where the ball physically lands. For example, this is a putter, about 4 degrees of loft, 3-4 degrees of loft, designed specifically to hit the ball more or less along the ground. The ball lifts a fraction, then it skids, then it rolls with the putter, but basically it hits the ball along the ground because of the loft. So if I hit the ball with this putter, you can see it didn't roll along the mat, it just pitched a couple of inches above the mat. This is a 7-iron and about 30 degrees of loft with exactly the same swing. The ball now goes into the net higher and it would land and pitch and then roll. This is a sand wedge, about 56 degrees of loft, and with exactly the same swing the ball now will go very high, then land and then stop fairly quickly. The swing was the same. To prove to one of my younger pupils, Morgan, he's 16, 17 years of age, I got him to hit golf balls off a tee peg with this putter, and he hit the golf ball to the end of the driving range, which is about 200 yards. Behind these doors we have a lovely driving range, and he could hit the ball with the putter 200 yards. I got him to do that to prove to him that with a putter, with your normal swing, the ball pitch at about 100 yards, 120 yards, going very, very low, and then it will roll the rest of the way. He wasn't sure why I was showing him this, but now he is sure, because he now approaches every shot with the same swing to hit the ball forward, so the ball pitches somewhere. His handicap's gone down from 23 down to 1, and I think he may go lower. 23 to 1. Very impressive. Another young man that I taught, he went down from a 7 handicap down to +1, and he was a very avid practicer. He just loved practicing hitting golf balls, but he only practiced with a pitching wedge or a sand wedge. So he'd hit the ball would go in the air, obviously, pitch and then stop. But he's trying to pitch the ball on the green all the time, and he went down from 7 to +1 by just practicing a wedge and a sand wedge. He worked out in his head, if he couldn't hit the ball properly with a pitching wedge or a sand wedge, then he probably couldn't with any other golf clubs. That was his attitude, his mindset, and it worked very, very well. Same swing there, same swing. Let's have a look on my computer screen. We're going to look at Tiger Woods. hitting a driver and a pitching wedge. Nice slow motion swings, good quality swings. On the right hand side is a pitching wedge, and at the top of the backswing the shaft angle to the ground is about 36 degrees. Left hand side we have a driver, and I'm going to stop him in the swing with his driver when the shaft angle is 36 degrees. Round about there. Now there are differences in the swing, the main differences being feet wider with the driver, ball position slightly different, but the crucial thing is the swing is the same. I think these two swings were taken in the same rounds, he's wearing the same clothes. So with the driver, angle is the same as with the pitching wedge. With the driver, however, he will carry on going back on the same line, and the club will keep on going back. So now the club will go back quite a lot further, but on the same line. So driver, pitching wedge, same swing. Shot on the right maybe goes 100 yards, 120 yards. On the left, knowing tiger, between 280 and 300 yards. Well, now just bring him down to the impact position. In both cases. So ball taking off, ball taking off. I'm going to draw another line now down his left arm, and the same with the driver. And we can see now quite clearly that the shaft angle at one part of the swing of the driver and the pitching wedge was the same, and in impact it's again virtually the same. His left arm is leading the shaft. Left arm leading the shaft. One of his secrets was all shots the left arm must lead the shaft until the ball's gone, and that's what it's doing. This is a few years ago now, but still the same movement, still the same swing. Same swing, longer follow through, more club head speed. So he used the same swing, went back further with the driver, but the same swing, and the driver would pitch maybe 270 yards and then roll a bit, and the pitching wedge pitch maybe 110 yards and stop. But it's the same swing. If you think about it for a little while and think about the word pitch, every shot you need to pitch on the ground, and then you need to decide, do you want the ball to pitch and run, pitch and stop? Then you would choose the golf club accordingly. Shots around the green, onto the green, work out where you want to pitch the ball, and then do you want to pitch the ball and then the ball roll, or pitch the ball and the ball stops. That will tell you what club to use. Lob wedge through to a putter sometimes, but the pitch is where the ball lands. Sometimes, even with the driver, great golfers will choose where they want the ball to pitch. Sometimes they'll try hit the ball longer with the driver to pitch on a downslope to get more slope. Other times they want to pitch the ball maybe with a 3-wood so they don't pitch the ball and it rolls too far. But they're always thinking, where is the ball going to pitch? They don't then change their swings. Believe me, they don't. They have the same swing and they decide where does the ball pitch, and then they choose the club accordingly. So that's what I think you should be thinking about. Pitch shots, drives, 7-irons, same swing. Where do you want the ball to pitch? I hope you've enjoyed this. I think you will probably benefit from this by just thinking about the word pitch. It isn't just with a pitching wedge. If you have a pitchfork in your pocket, and you should do, you will then go to the green where the ball pitched and you will then repair the pitch mark. But if the hole was 300 yards long downhill and you fancy your chances, you might take out a driver and hit it as hard as you can, and it might go flying through the air, land on the green and make a pitch mark with a driver. So you still repair the pitch mark. I saw one of my pupils once hit the ball with a driver from a very high tee over a lake. The hole was about 280 yards long, and he pitched the ball on the green 10 feet from the hole and holed the putt for a 2. Fantastic shot. He knew he could pitch the ball with a driver over the lake, and he just went for it and he achieved it. Fantastic shot. So that's the word pitch. Same swing, where do you want the ball to land? Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.